I'm speaking with Andrew Stewart, Principal at Mercer. Andrew, first of all, thank you very much for participating in the Inside Network's Income and Defensive Assets Symposium. Great pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Andrew, as 2025 moves into the second half of the year, what are you speaking about at Mercer in terms of things that advisors should be preparing for over the next 12 to 18 months?
Look, the next 6 to 12 months is very uncertain, whether that's inflation, whether it's economic growth. Obviously, we've got tariffs. We have not seen the full implications of those yet. So we are telling our clients to be cautious with regards to the market. That's not to say that we should go ultra defensive, but it is really focusing on diversification, not having a significant overweight to equities, and really trying to be, adapting to certain positions as well. So, look, it is challenging, and you need to be really well diversified in this period. We've seen it before, and being certainly overweight a certain asset class may lend itself well to potentially negative drawdowns or increased volatility.
Can you share a practical example of translating macroeconomic insights into actionable portfolio decisions?
Sure. So at the start of this year, look, we've got a big research team globally. We really focus on the macro side of things. And we felt that equity markets, or especially equity market valuations, were quite stretched, given the uncertainty that we are going to, or potentially were seeing in markets. So we did trim down that position. We had that discussion with clients. Again, we're not making significant shifts in the portfolio. It's really just trying to, play the macro environment, play the level of uncertainty. So we trimmed back that position, and that was rewarded as we did see markets jump around quite negatively in March and April as a result of the tariff announcements.
Andrew, what role do you see liquidity-aware structures playing in the next phase of portfolio construction?
Sure, we've definitely seen a rise of interest within private markets, unlisted assets in the last 6 to 12 months. Liquidity is key really in terms of how you address this. We've looked at certain structures. We've brought out a global private debt solution which acts or has a cash buffer attached. So advisors, don't chase the yield would be my advice to the wealth market. Really look at the liquidity aspect of each product and make sure that clients are comfortable with it. Don't chase the yield. So definitely be cautious moving forward.
Are there particular asset classes or areas of the market that at Mercer you feel might just be a little bit overlooked in the current environment?
Sure. So I think advisors might be overlooking liquid alternatives. They've had a pretty bad run the last 10 years, whether that's global macro or fund of hedge funds. But we think looking forward over the next market cycle, higher interest rates will present opportunities for these strategies. So we encourage advisors to at least look at these strategies and see if they are suitable for client portfolios.
Andrew, traditionally assets such as bonds offered both income and defensive characteristics, but how are you framing portfolio construction in terms of achieving both outcomes, especially now when there are assets that are capable of achieving growth and income generation?
Certainly now I believe that advisors have access to a number of different ways to access income, whether that's government bonds, credit, both private and public. In terms of our conversations with clients, that extends to listed real assets as well. So it's really about not being overweight a certain asset class, not having all your eggs in one basket, whether that's cash or government bonds, making sure that you have that blend and diversification in order to achieve the overall investment objectives of your client portfolios.
Andrew Stewart from Mercer, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.